It's time, ladies and gentlemen. It is time because I am starting a Let's Play of my favorite video game of all time. Yes, Final Fantasy VIII. Oh my. Woo! Just hello everyone. LadyPhoenix here and welcome to 2020. So happy New Year. Oh man, I have been meaning to do this game on this channel since it came out. Well, re-released, I should say. Oh, it's been so long since I'd done this Let's Play on my original channel. It was actually my most popular Let's Play back on my old channel, and I'm hoping it'll do just the same on this channel. Oh man, I'm just gushing like I can't even. It's like a big 5-year-old grin on my face right now. Like, oh my gosh. But anyway, this is our main protagonist. This is Squall. Him and I think another character that you can name or whatever, but everyone else has their own name. You don't get to name them all, like name all your main characters like you could in Final Fantasy VII or previous Final Fantasies for that matter. Well, I think all of them wasn't like that. I don't think you can rename them in 4, or maybe you could. I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a while. Okay, this part. Okay. I don't understand, like, was she on the other side or of the mirror, or I don't know. She got some pretty blue eyes. Well, yeah, she would definitely have to be on the other side of the mirror. Yeah, well, listen, dude just took his freaking sword to my face, okay? So, he was picking on me. But not really. They were training. No, there's nothing on my mind, not at all. This is... You don't have to pick on me. That's not nice. Happy because... Oh, okay. I don't wanna. You're my teacher. You get ready for that because that's Squall's whole nature. And welcome to the fabulous world of Bala Garden. Well, it's not the world, but it's the building that we're in. It's Bala Garden. There's several other gardens, just like Bala. Well, not exactly like Bala, but it is a garden. So, I don't even know where to begin on the whole Let's Play. I guess I could start off by saying that I will be 100%ing the game in the sense that I will have all the ultimate weapons, doing all the side quests, and getting all of the cards. And when I mean all of the cards, I mean all of the rare cards, the character cards, and the GF cards. Which GFs are like your Aeons, your Adolans in the game that you can assign to each individual character. We won't get off into that till probably a little bit later on in this video, perhaps. It's a lot of text heavy stuff going on, so I probably won't be able to elaborate onto like the battle system or anything until later on. But for now, we have to take an exam or a field exam for a major mission later on in the game. And when I mean later on, I say maybe about an hour and a half max in the game. It really depends. And we have to go to the Fire Cavern in order to get to do the prerequisite. But we got slashed in the face by Cypher, so that kind of ruined our plans. But whatever, we're still standing. I was in the infirmary. What do you mean, do I have a good excuse? I was bleeding, lady. I was bleeding. Yeah, you can't go to the study panel and get the first two. One is Shiva, the other one is, I don't know how to pronounce it. And back in the day, when I was a kid, I looked at the word and I was like, ooh, I'm going to say long keyword. And it stuck with me from childhood to now. Like I've always called that one GF long keyword. Hey, you just ran into me. You good? But if you were trying to go to that class over there, oh, class is over. It's okay. It happens, you know. Yep. Yep. That it is. It is indeed. Well, for the sake of the Let's Play, I'll go ahead and do it. You can just say you don't have time and you can just skip the whole directory. This portion of the game. If you're not familiar with it, but I mean, it's whatever. I'll go ahead and show it off. I don't care. Okay, so back to things I will be covering in Let's Play. Yeah, the whole side quests, rare cards, ultimate weapons, any tips and tricks that I can give you guys, I may post it in this separate video. And are they really popping fireworks right now? Like, we still got like over 3 hours into 2019. What the heck you people doing? Okay. Definitely will have to edit that out. Because that was pretty loud. Back to the game. Well, I'm getting a little sidetracked because there's so much stuff I got going on that I want to say. It usually happens when people play their favorite game. Okay, so we're on the first floor. We're at the directory. For some reason, you can use this thing to automatically warp you to the areas that you see listed on the screen here. And then, like, after a certain point, like, you just can't go up to it anymore. I don't know if the game is being finicky. Like, in order to interact with it, you go up to it and press the X button. Well, and you'll get to this screen and you can move your cursor, click on the area that you want to go to, and you'll be transported or teleported, I should say, right in front of it. At a certain point in the game doesn't allow you to do it anymore. So you'll have to commit the area to memory. It's not too much of a big area, to be honest. And then by me playing the PS4 version, the remastered version, I can do the fast forward feature. So it's only like 3 seconds to get around the circle or whatever. But for some reason, the game won't allow you to interact with this panel after a certain point. I want to say after, well, no, I don't want to say because then I'll be spoiling the game. But if for some reason doesn't allow you to access it. Like I said, it's not much to remember because most of this stuff, well, you do have to go to this stuff at least one point or another in the game. So it's whatever. But this is your introductory to the whole garden, to the whole building. This is it right here. It's really easy to navigate through. It's just one big old circle. It really is. Yeah. So now, did I say 100%? I'm pretty sure I did. for all the cards, for all the GFs. I didn't mention that I will be getting all the GFs. I will be showing as much tips and tricks and giving out as much tips and tricks I can. As far as I know from the game, this is my favorite game of all time. I know it pretty well. There are some things that I may just not know about the game, and you know, that's fine. That's whatever, because you know, I don't know. I don't prove to know everything, you know, about, you know, the game. I can be knowledgeable, but you know, I can definitely get through this game without any problems. There's only one scenario where I've ever gotten a game over in this game, and I think it's pretty reasonable. This game isn't hard, especially the remaster version, with the way that they allow you to navigate through the game. And it's not just this one, it's also 7 and 9. So it's really not hard. It definitely cuts grinding down a bit, just the fast forward feature alone. And also the Noah counter, which all you got to do is just press L3 and R3, and you know, that will show up. That means you can't get into an encounter, which is actually pretty good. They do have an original function in the game that's like that, but you have to earn it, which I won't get off until later. I will try to stick to, how can I put this? If you were to play the actual disc or the PS3 version, I don't know if the Steam version is different, because I do know that this game came out on PC, the original version of the PC, and then I think they re-released it for the remastered version as well. So I'll try to stick as close and as fair to someone who's playing a disc, if that makes any sense. Like, I'll try to, you know, cut back on the fast forwarding and the encounters or whatever. But anyway, this is, you see what I mean? Quizzicato, long Q word. That's how I always said it as a kid. That's his name. Long Q word. And you can name your GFs. I'm just gonna leave them the way they are. I think, yeah, Quistis is gonna explain to us about GFs. GFs gives us power, and it's a wonderful thing, but not really, because this is the part where people complain about 8 and the flaws of 8 really show. It's this junction system, and it's also the battle system. It's really the combat in this game that kind of just, whew. Even sometimes I'm like, whew. So it's like, and especially like now, if you play the remaster version, drawing magic and getting magic in this game is not a time sink. But if you were playing the original, honey. So I'm gonna just give you a crash course with this. I can actually, yeah, I can skip this. Okay, so you press the menu button. Okay, come on, Quistis, come on, because yeah, I can actually, yeah, I can do that. I can do that right now, because you're gonna take forever. And we're about at that time. Well, not really, because we had to open the scene, but still. Okay. Okay, I didn't expect you to come out my party, but whatever. Okay, GF. So this is our GFs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, there's 16 GFs in the entire game, and I will be getting all of them. For right now, we have Long Keyword and Shiva. You can go to your study panel and get them from there. I just decided to wait because why not? So in order to junction it, you have to open up the menu, go to junction, click on whichever character you like, go to junction GF, and pick whatever GF that you would like to junction onto. I am going to pick Long Keyword for Squall. And immediately you will be taken to the ability. If you don't have a GF equipped to you, the only ability or command, I should say, that you will have available to you is attack. That's it. So magic allows you to use magic, GS allows you to summon it, draw allows you to draw magic, and item allows you to use item. The ability down here allows you to use equipable abilities that GS will learn as you gain AP. AP is ability points. Once you reach the certain amount of ability points, that GF will learn that move. So right now I have no abilities with long keyword, and that's fine. He's on level 1. You got to battle. Now, you see where it say HP, strength, vitality, magic, spirit, speed, evasion, hit, luck. Okay, those are your stats. And you notice that all of them are gray, except for magic. Magic, because magic is already on that stat. So basically what you have to do is you have to obtain a pool of magic. You can obtain up to 100. Once you hit 100, you can't create or draw magic from an enemy any longer. Once you want to have that maximum amount, or you can have 50 and put it on a stat. But regardless, you want to have a maximum of 100 in that spell pool, so you can maximize that stat, whichever magic you're junctioning to that stat. Makes sense? Probably not, but and just for a quick thing, I'm gonna move long keyword to card because that's important. It's really important. And these are the abilities that long keyword can learn. As he learns certain abilities, or after he learns certain abilities, like once you learn card, I can immediately learn card mod, or when the GF level up, either or, that you'll have more abilities accessible to that GF. Some GFs learn, most of them at some point they learn the same thing, but some abilities are exclusive to that certain GF. So this is a draw point, and this is a pool of cure. Okay, sorry about that. All right, where was I? Okay, that was a pool of cure. I believe I got in 7. And I can get up to 93 more in order to, before I hit the cap. I don't have much it's so much to explain with this game. But let me just do a quick thing. So now that I have 7 cures, it's going to be abysmal. Because now I have magic, I can go ahead to this and do magic. Didn't do much, but I can junction the cure onto that. Once I get more cure, that magic stat will actually, do something. So right now, I'll go ahead and give Shiva to Quistis and give her the same commands. Honestly, the only command that I really use personally is draw, attack, and occasionally item. There is another command called level up, level down, because certain enemies drop certain items. It really depends. So that's our destination right over there, that cavern right over there. But I'm just going to go ahead and get into a quick battle real quick. And then I'm going to go ahead and end the video because it's New Year's and things are getting a little bit crazy. And perfect, I have one enemy to deal with. Yeah, we're not going to get to that because Squall has this thing called a gun blade. And it's a sword and a gun. So it's actually pretty cool. Now, whenever you approach an enemy and you have the draw command, which you should have at all points in time of the game, me personally, and you encounter a spell that you've never encountered before, as far like having in your pool or stock, whether it's drawing it or refining it from a card, which we will get into later, it will always show up as question marks. So let's go ahead and stock it. Stocking means you pull a certain amount of spells from that enemy. You can also do cast, which will automatically cast it onto, well, not automatically, but you can cast that spell from onto that enemy without pulling from your stock. So I don't want to do that. So let's see what this is. And yeah, okay, this is scan. And you should, like I said, do 100 for each spell to maximize it out. And this is where the the nerve-wracking comes in with Final Fantasy VIII and its battle system, because you would have to, you know, sit here and do this if you want to try to get ahead in the game and try to have, you know, try to survive throughout the game. Because yeah, when you level up, your HP does go up along with your strength or whatever, but it's really the core of the battle system in this game is having good magic junction onto your stats, which I briefly just showed. Now, if you're playing the actual disc or the PSN version from the PS3, the non-remastered version, this is going to take forever. But if you're playing the remastered version like I am, you could theoretically do this and it will automatically fill up your meter. And when you click in R3, it will give you pretty much the ability to always have your HP full and always have access to your limit breaks. Limit breaks we won't get into too much into. Quista's limit break is pretty much blue magic. You can learn more of her blue magic through items that you get throughout the entire game. Squall's is more so a whole bunch of hack and slash and a whole bunch of damage. And it's a small percentage that he can do a finishing move. He has access to 4. And the certain amount of levels that he increases, he changes up his gun blade, is where he can have access to the other finishers. One of them is Blasting Zone. One of them is I don't remember what his other two. I know one of them is Blasting Zone, and the last one is Lionheart, which you have to access when you get his ultimate weapon. Granted, he can do Rizukin without it. The finisher is just an extra touch. It's not even a possibility that you'll be able to get it. I think once you get all 4, it's a 25% chance that one of those 4 could, you know, you'll get one of those 4 if it even shows up. It's just a random number generator thing. So, but yeah, we can just fast forward this and it can just be a snap just like this. And I'm already at 100 with Quistis. And if you want to swap between the characters, all you have to do is just press the triangle button and you'll just swap as so. But yeah, I'm already done with Fire. And that's where the flaw come in with this game. Okay, Rough Divide. Okay, so that's one of the finishers that Squall has access to. In order for me to, like I said, to get access to his other finishers, I will have to upgrade his weapon, which we won't do for a little bit into the game, so we're not going to worry about that. But that's the basics of the battle system here. And now that we have Fire 100, what you could do, if you don't want to go through manually doing it, go to auto, and you can do it to where it will benefit your HP, your magic, or your attack. I always go for attack because attack is everything in this game, and it'll automatically do it for you. But since I only have one slot and essentially one spell, it was not much to, you know, figure out. But see how it goes from 6, and then when I junction that, oh wait, hold on, I didn't want you to junction the GF. Go to auto, and I gotta redo my commands because I took everything off of her. And that's that. And anytime you want a GF to learn anything, you always just go to GF, and right here where it says strength, I want to be able to junction strength on magic onto my strength to increase my hit points. Now, unfortunately, long Q word doesn't have that, but the next GF will, so Squall will be able to have access to strength as well. And that's the basics of it. I won't be able to get further into it until the next video. We can kind of brush up on it more, but I am super excited to be let's playing this game. You guys don't understand how excited I am. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. And in the next video, we are going to venture off into the Fire Cavern. So if you would like to see more Let's Plays or weekend walkthroughs from the channel, please be sure to click on the links in the description below. But until then, you guys take care and have an awesome day.